light of Pride Month, I decided to deliver my realest Real Talk with Wally. To put it in plain, I cannot host Real Talk if I'm not being real. This is not something I'm doing just for Pride Month. I'm doing it for freedom. I seek not only to free myself, but to free others that are held bondage by other people's expectations. Individuals whom are held captive to their own secrets, disbeliefs, and fears. Free yourself from all of these things, as I am today. I'm Wally, and this is my LGBTQ story. We all know LGBTQ stands for lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and queer. But the letters take on a completely different meaning for me. L is for the lie I told in the first grade that Whitney was my only crush, knowing that I also had a crush on Robert, the boy who sat 2 seats next to her. Even at the age of 7, I somehow knew it was easier to tell a lie than to tell the truth. L is for the loneliness I felt in my childhood and adolescence, for feeling like I was the only one who had unexplained attractions to the same sex. L is for the limitations I placed on myself in social settings, where I silenced and suppressed my voice and creativity out of fear of being too gay or queer. When I dyed my hair this very color blonde 2 weeks ago for creative expression, I struggled with the reality that my sexuality might be questioned. G is for God and spirituality, and the fact that how I identify sexually doesn't eradicate my spiritual fortitude and belief in a higher power in spite of what any traditional church may say about it. G is for the gratitude that I give the higher powers that guide me and the family and friends that judge me for my mind, my heart, before my sexual identity or queerness. G is for the greatness I now know I possess. The challenges and feelings of being ostracized made me strive for more and uncover my true self, no matter how different that may be from people's perception of me. B is for the bed that I sleep alone in most nights because I continue to allow societal false narratives to paint my understanding of how it should be to have an intimate relationship with another man. B is for the inner boy inside me that wants to be hugged, assured that no one will harm him physically, emotionally, or dim his light for just being him. B is for the breakthrough of barriers no one taught me how to overcome, but I learned anyway by believing in myself. T is for the terror I felt in my young adolescence at a very thought of someone finding about me being attracted to the same sex. Will they tell my friends and family? Will they blast me on the internet? Will my world crumble? T is for the talents and gifts I will no longer express at your convenience because they are either too black or they're too gay for your liking. T is for the Tony Braxton that I'm too afraid to blast in my car out of fear of looking like an old gay that can't get over the 90s and 2000s. Q is for the quadriceps I must maintain since it's an unwritten rule in the gay community that you must stay in the gym, do spin class, yoga, or play tennis in order to keep that body right and tight if you want to stay desirable to another man. Q is for the questions that I have about how I should label myself. I know I'm attracted to men, but I also love the energy and the softness of a woman. Should I call myself gay, bisexual? Or should I put a big C on my forehead for confused? Q is for my quest each and every day to gain a better understanding of the blessings of being part of the LGBTQ community. For the alienation that society puts us in allows us to be more driven and be freed from the constraints of life. The reality is that everybody has their own unique LGBTQ experience and story. And the reality is that my story don't make me gay. It just makes me human. And we have to realize that the pride parades, the flags that we wave during the month of June, the endless dancing to Beyonce, Rihanna, Madonna, name your favorite female entertainer. All of this doesn't matter. What it really truly matters to be LGBTQ is to face obstacles and overcome them in a tumultuous way and being your best self, your enlightened self, your expressive self. And it doesn't matter whether people receive it or not, because guess what? You are standing and living in your greatness. And that's what matters. Thank you for tuning in.